We're at the grave of Colonel William Fannin. He was involved in the fight for Texas independence, and I'll show you the plaque there. Hopefully it comes out. And there's the monument and the two cannons. Let's take a walk up and see what we got going on here. If you live in Texas, you got to be familiar with Texas history, and this is all part of it. One of the cannons. Don't think there's anything to read up here. Fannin Burial Monument, Goliad State Park Historic District. Okay. And I presume, if you can see those are all the names of the people that served with Fannin in this area. Okay. And let's go see what this one here says. Here we have Texan soldiers of Colonel Fannin's command killed and mortally wounded in battle of March 19, 1836, and buried in Texan trenches on the battlefield. And then it names the soldiers here. And I don't know if you can see that. So, and the anniversary is coming up, which will be March 19th. So, then we have this one down here, and erected by the state of Texas in honor of the Texan soldiers killed in the Battle of Coleto, March 19, 1836, under Colonel James Walker Fannin, who were buried on the battlefield, and of Colonel Fannin and his men executed March 27, 1836, by order of General Santa Anna, and their bodies burned beneath this monument. Repose their charred remains. Remember Goliad. Alright, we're going to walk over here. We have another monument over here. Check this one out. This is all down in Goliad, Texas. Historic site of the Republic of Texas, the Daughters of the Republic of Texas. And there we go. Daughters of the Republic of Texas are very active in the history of Texas. Just prior to the Republic, during the battle, and ever since. And I guess now it would be granddaughters, great-granddaughters. And that's what this looks like up here, is a statue of one of the daughters of the Republic of Texas. This is the Angel of Goliad. That's what this is. Angel of Goliad here. And the bricks all the way around have names of the families that were actually descendants of those that were in the Republic of Texas. A lot of the Alvarez family. Lieutenant Colonel H. Alvarez. Roger Royal, Indiana. Author, translator on Texas War of 1836 in memory of the angel and the Mexican soldier who loved his country. Alright, we're going to go check out Zaragoza's birthplace. Here you have Goliad State Park Historic Site, Zaragoza's birthplace, and that is going to be this building here. General Ignacio Zaragoza. There you have Spanish, English. Born on this site when it was called Bahia del Espiritu Santo in 1855 at the head of an army of Mexican volunteers contributed to the defeat of dictator Santa Anna. Always a leader in the defense of his country. On May 5th, 1862, during the invasion of the French forces of Napoleon III and Maximilian in the Battle of Puebla, he led 4,000 poorly armed soldiers to defeat 8,000 veteran French Zouaves. This is heroic victory gave Mexico its great national patriotic anniversary, El Cinco de Mayo. So, and now you have it. And there. Let's go in. This being the inside of his house here. Here's a room, looks like a dining room. Table all set up. Fireplace over here. Because it has some upgrades in it now. You see the upgraded AC and heat. But there he is there. Lots of information in here. Probably moving kind of fast, aren't I? And here we have the battlefield. That be the battlefield. Oh, some really nice instruments up there. Gun, sword, pistol. I'd like to have them. Okay, we are here at the battlegrounds, the Fannin battleground, where he surrendered, and his troops were later marched off as prisoners and executed under the orders of Santa Anna. Okay, and here you will see it says, remember the Alamo, remember the tragic defeat in United support for Texas independence. Okay. This was Fannin's battle flag. Massacre of all the prisoners. And I just put that there so you can and I'm not sure what this one down here is, lest we forget. Fannin residents keep alive the memory of the battle. Fannin residents keep the memory of the battle alive. The Battle of Coleto Creek was a harsh loss for the Texians. Although it did not inspire movies and books as the Alamo defeat did, it helped rally the Texian forces a few weeks later at the Battle of San Jacinto. The Coleto Creek battle was marked by missteps, by Colonel Fannin and resulted in surrender and execution of his troops, but local residents refused to let the memory of the battle fade into history. The entrenchments hastily dug by Fannin's men eventually eroded and disappeared by a battle survivor. William L. Hunter returned to the location of the surrender and piled rocks to mark the spot. In 1894, a landowner, Sol Parks, placed a distinctive iron press screw taken from a nearby cotton gin at the earlier rock pile. The next landowner, Hugh B. Hanley, had such reverence for the site that he would never cultivate it or allow cattle on it. The gin screw was the only historical marker at the site for decades and is still a distinctive feature of the site. And that being the screw right there. The residents of Fannin remember in 1913 Hugh Hanley deeded to the state 10 acres of his land where the Texans under Commander Fannin made their last stand. Pictured here are the members of the survey party shortly after the agreement. Mr. Hanley has his hand on the gin screw while Ross Hanley sits atop it. And that's what I was just reading from. Okay, and here is where we were at. Texian forces here, and then Mexican infantry here, Mexican dragoons. Then you got the battle site. This is the only part that they actually walk up to, actually we've seen this one. Long walk for an old man. See the cross swords, flag. Okay, there we go. Don't know if you can see it from here. There's a man loading a cannon right there. Texas flag right there. And here we go. In memory of James Fannin Jr. and fellow patriots who surrender hereby honorable terms on March. Okay, we're at another section here of the Fannin battleground. Battle of Coleto and Goliad Massacre. After the fall of the Alamo, March 6th. I'll let y'all read it. With about 400 soldiers, most of them. Okay. People make a peak. Community and site use. And this is what the people here bathrooms are back there, bandstand, picnic area. Leaving the Fannin battlegrounds, I saw a sign for a historical marker, and it was close by, so I went down to check it out. And it's actually Battle of El Perdido, the site of. During 1810-1819, efforts to expel Spain from Texas, a bloody clash occurred here on June 19, 1817, between the forces of Colonel Antonio Martinez, last Spanish governor of Texas, and a Mexican Republican army of invasion that was on its way to attack and capture La Bahia. Republicans had 42 men under Colonel Henry Perry and Major James H. Gordon, former U.S. officers, veterans of the 1815 Battle of New Orleans, outnumbered 3-1. Perry and Gordon refused offer of safe surrender, saying they would die first, along with 24 of their men. Both were killed. And just so you can see it, there it is. Lots of history in Texas.